Triple E EDC back again with another live video. See if we can get this camera right. Kind of late, so I don't know if anyone will jump on right away. It's about 1:47 Central Time. But let's see. Just give it a minute to see if anyone jumps on. Hey, Bunzo. Looks like we got one already. Happy 4th. I know we're a little late. But I got some knives representing America here. We got the Freeman knives with a nice American flag. This is the 451 button. And this is the ZT-0301 Hinderer full track battlefield pickup. Hey, what's going on, Case? See some people jumping on. How was everyone's 4th? Anybody got any action going on the 4th for, with COVID going around? The truth is I didn't really get to do much. We went to watch some fireworks down the street, but thanks to COVID, wasn't much in the way of gatherings, and there really weren't nearly as many fireworks stands set up as I would have expected this year. So, it's wasn't ideal, but definitely appreciate being able to watch fireworks down the street and up in the sky. People still got plenty of bottle rockets going up. All right, we got a couple people on. Let's go ahead and as far as I'll tell you what I was carrying today. Curious what you guys are carrying today, but I had my ZTO301 and the Freeman 451 button lock. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw recently, but I got a whole bunch of budget knives. Hey, C. Lemansky, what's going on? Got a whole bunch of budget knives that came in recently for review. I wanted to do sort of a rundown of the Civivi line and some other stuff. So I'd actually never gotten my hands on a Spyderco Tenacious before, if you can believe it. I've been collecting knives for quite a while, never had a Tenacious. CRKT Verdicts. I haven't heard of that one. CRKT's got a lot of models out. I don't know the verdicts, but got a ton of models out. I can't keep track of all of them. This is the Civivi Backlash, Civivi Shredder, and Civivi Dogma. Actually, these three are pretty similar. The Tenacious, though, I never really got my hands on until now. So I've got a lot to say about the Tenacious. I'm going to be doing a review of the Tenacious and comparing it to just what else is on the market these days. How does the Tenacious still stack up against a lot of what is currently on the market? And I'm really looking forward to doing that review. I'm also going to run down I'm going to be, now that I've gotten my hands on a bunch more budget knives, connection issues on your end. Anyone else having connection issues? Just want to make sure live is going through. Don't need to restart. But yeah, I plan on doing a couple of rundown, maybe a newer top 10 for budget knives, and I think it's your device, C. Lemansky. All right, good to hear that it's not everyone, but hopefully your connection issues will resolve soon. But yeah, I'm probably going to do like a top 10 budget knives. For those of you who watch the Elementum video, spoiler alert, it's not the best budget knife. I went ahead and put the best budget knife question mark because everyone seems to think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But for me, it's not. It's not even close to being the best budget knife. I think it's probably, as I said in the video, around 10-ish, somewhere maybe between 10 and 15 of the top budget knives that are out on the market. That's my opinion. Yes, I'm out of the hospital and hung with your friend today. All right, well, glad he's out of the hospital. But yeah, I'm planning on doing that top 10. Should be pretty nice. Um, by the way, I'm going to show you a couple of knives I've got coming up. This is the Sog Terminus Xr. Get that tenacious down. Let me go ahead and put this over here. I've got the CJRB Agave, but in the aluminum. I didn't even know they made the aluminum one. So this is kind of an interesting knife. Very, very weird handle shape. Feels interesting in hand. It's a CJRB, so you know they got that nice bearing action, and the aluminum on here gives it a really nice feel. It's a little slick, but kind of a surprising knife for the price. I've also got that CJRB kicker you guys saw me with. This is that recoil lock. You know, the more you get used to the recoil lock, the easier it is. But the truth is it's still not as easy as the axis lock, as you can see. Still have some trouble with it. And actually, a knife that's pretty much surprised the hell out of me is the Kershaw Missile. This thing is actually pretty nice. It's $13, and I'm kind of shocked at how nice it is. It's really, really good ergonomically. It's 8CR, which you know is to be expected at this price range, but very, very good ergonomically, and kind of an interesting closing mechanism. You got this button here, and it's pretty smooth for Teflon when you close it, but it has, because of the way the lock is. See, this is how it closes. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus. So you have one plate pushing in another on a liner lock in order to close it. What ends up happening though is this will hit that second plate and then it'll go down. So you kind of get that like a double action there when you're trying to close it. Other than that though, it's pretty nice ergonomically. Also got the Civivi McKenna, which is a smaller knife I didn't think I would like, but I actually like it. Very light, very, very light. As far as good summer carries, this is probably going to be on the top of my list, near the top of my list, I should say, not at the top. But I have to say, I did a video of top summer carries, and I'm going to have to redo it because this should be on the list. Oh, the front flipper, Bunzo? Yeah, so the front flipper on here is actually pretty nice. I've had a couple front flippers by now, and they did a really good job on this one. So those are a couple of the new things I've got that came in. I've also got 3 really nice knives coming in. I've got actually 4. So I have the Benchmade Puko and Benchmade Luku coming in. I'm sort of on a fixed blade kick. I've also got the this is the Bark River Squad Leader, Bravo's Squad Leader, by the way. But let's see, I've got those 2 coming in. I've got a White River Ursus coming in, White River Ursus 45, and I've got the what other one? I think I've got a Bark River. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but I think I've got one of those coming in. Am I getting? I think you just asked if I'm getting the what's it called? The new Benchmade meat. Got the name of it. Meat something. It's that $300 knife from the Mediator guy, Steve Ranella. I haven't bought that yet. I may get that at some point, but I don't get to go hunting very often, so it's not something that I'm going to really use out in the field. I'm more of a camping type of guy than I am a hunting type of guy. That has more to do with just being where I need to be for family. Got that ZT 0301 back, the 0308. All right. So let's see if I can grab this over here too. 1 second. Wanted to grab another fixed blade. Got the Pearson Custom. Anything new I'm coming out that I'm really excited about? The Yojumbo is something I'm pretty excited about. I'd love to get my hands on. Also, the Tuya Knife NV2 is something I'd love to see. What's up, Dom Bond? How you doing? Yeah, the Tuya Knife MV2, I'm pretty amped for. That should be maybe in next week, and the Yojumbo probably is also. So that's definitely one that I'm pumped for. Uh, let's get another fixed blade out. Got the Bradford Guardian 3. Let's see, what else am I really pumped for? That's pretty much it for now, I think. Happy late 4th, Dom. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, so this Pearson Custom is an acid washed Nitro V blade. The fit and finish on this is amazing. Look how flush everything is here. Very smooth G10 here. The only real issue is the sharpening. Hey, Big Red, how you doing? Thanks so much. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Have I seen the persons in 10V? Pretty cool. I don't know which persons you're talking about, but the Pearsons was probably what you're asking. I have not seen Pearsons in 10V. I actually probably should contact him and see about that because that's really interesting. I'd love to see it to grab a Pearson in 3V or 10V. But the only thing that I can really see here is right at the tip. There's sort of an uneven sharpening there, but that can be sharpened out pretty easily. That's not really much of an issue. This is just an amazing knife. Very, very nice work. And yeah, JB, this is just your color too. Nice red and black. But I love this thing. I was actually using it to shave down a piece of wood. So I actually carve wood a little bit for my kids. We usually go out in the woods, pick up some sticks. Maybe I'll go, or branches or whatever. I'll go carve something down for my sons and my daughter. So I make them swords, I make them knives, I make them, have made them Harry Potter magic wands, all sorts of stuff, just whatever they want to see at the moment. This is one of my favorite fixed blades. Hey, what do I think about the Giant Mouse Grand? Hey, Knife Whisperer, nice to see you. How you doing? Thanks, by the way. If you guys haven't subscribed to Knife Whisperer, go ahead and subscribe to him. He's either at or just over the 100 subscribers. He's going to be doing a giveaway. Make sure you go check him out. But the Ace Grand, I have not checked it out. It's just my style because I love my micarta, as you can see. But I have not checked it out, and they were sold out by the time I got a chance to, or by the time I really became aware of it. So hopefully they'll do another run of it, and I can make sure that happens. But yeah, so Knife Whisperer actually let me borrow the ZT 0850 CF, and it was a great knife. Got to check it out for a little bit. Was trying to buy it off him, but just the money didn't work out at the time. The most really impractical knife tag. So yeah, I've actually been having a lot of fun with that. Knife Whisperer started that very, very fun tag. You didn't tag me though. It's okay. I may put one out anyway. But what do I think is my most impractical knife? I'd have to think about that. I think I'd probably be. I have this like weird Sheffield knife that is I think was a giveaway, not a giveaway, but like a handout at the hardware store. Tag. All right. You're on. Give me 1 moment. I'm actually gonna grab that Sheffield. Hold on 1 second. thought I had it. Live tag response, nice. I thought I had it. I don't know where it is. I'll have to get it on a video later. But this thing is like the worst knife I've ever seen. But it's a knife and it's impractical. It's got obviously it's got a terrible blade because it's Sheffield. But other than that, it's got bits on it, one on each side of the handle. So like it's got a bit on this side of the handle and a bit on this side of the handle, and the handle's like this fat because of it. So like getting a grip on that thing is absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't work at all, and it's also a combo edge to top it off. But yeah, that's probably my most impractical knife. This is very practical. Nice thick, chopper. Was actually chopping down like I said, when we went out in the woods and grabbed some branches. So I actually got to chop pretty decent sized branches off the other day with this thing. This thing's a beast. All right. For those of you who weren't here earlier, I just wanted to show you guys. I have a bunch of budget knives that came in that I'm going to be doing reviews on. More than this, but I've got a whole bunch that I'm going to be doing reviews on, doing maybe a top 10 sort of budget knife thing. And then I also broke out some fixed blades because I just have been on a fixed blade kick lately. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other fixed blades. I've got the Adamas that I still haven't taken out, so I haven't burnt off the paracord. And Phobos Tier 1 Mini. Show off some Bally's. Yeah, sure, why not? Let me go ahead and sheet this one up. Yeah, that Bark River is awesome. So before I sheet this up, let me just tell you what this is. This is Midnight Burlap and the Mosaic Pins, 3V, Bark River Squad Leader. Bark River Bravo Squad Leader. So let's go ahead and sheet this up. And this one too. Yeah, that burlap is awesome. By the way, the White River Ursus that I have coming is also burlap. It's natural burlap micarta. I'm so pumped for that thing. Let's go ahead and check out some Bally's. So got the Alpha Beast, the Channel Beast. We got the 87. Now, I really want to get the 85. I haven't, it's going to be another $500, so I haven't really saved up the money for it yet. But really wanting that 85. I know a lot of people have been hating on it because it's basically the same handle, it's just a different blade, and the blade isn't exactly what everyone was expecting. But I'm pumped for it. And this is the Hinder Nieves. I've got my squid trainer, both of them actually, around here somewhere. Let me see if I can find them. Well, here's my squiddy. You'd sever all your fingers. That's my squiddy C, or squiddy G. Sorry, squiddy G. And this is my squid trainer. Let's go ahead and see if we can get all of these in the picture. So these are my current Balisong collection. No doubt that you hurt yourself. So this Hinder Nieves is actually from the original drop. So it's not the new one. They did have some QC fixes, I think, since then. My only real issue with this is the blade rub. You can see there's some blade rub here. I don't know if it's showing up. But yeah, so my only real issue here is the blade rub. It gets blade rub on both sides. The truth is it doesn't have much in the way of play. It's pretty good on play. But I think I probably could tighten these down a little bit. But the main issue with this was the blade rub. From what I understand, that's been fixed a little bit, and the tang has been fixed a little bit as well, so that these sides are not so prominent. Because what happens with these sides is, you get caught and your finger gets pinched in them, and the truth is that it feels like you're actually getting cut by the blade, even though you're just getting pinched, which is a little bit of a shock when you're doing it. What's my favorite bally? So it's an interesting question, because my favorite bally to flip is this one, the Channel Beast. Well, if I'm being honest, my favorite thing to flip is a Squid Trainer. The Squid Trainer is just awesome to flip. I really want to crack a rack in, which is the live blade version of the Squid Trainer. But the Channel Beast is also a lot of fun to flip with it as a live blade. But this one's probably my favorite, the 87. I just love this Wharncliffe blade. You guys who've been watching my channel for any amount of time know that the Wharncliffe blade is one of my favorite blades. I got a ton of Wharncliffe knives, and to see it, this aggressive looking Wharncliffe on the Balisong, throwing it around, I just love that. I like the latch on here. A lot of guys who flip ballies, and I'm not like a pro bally flipper or anything, but a lot of guys who flip ballies they hate the latch because it changes the weight a little bit of the handles. I actually think it's kind of cool. I mean, it has that magnetic release, and I just love that, right? And because it has that release, it stays out of the way. It eliminates the problem of the latch getting caught in here, which is a big problem with a lot of Balisongs. Now you can get the Channel Beast or the Alpha Beast. You can get a latchless, and you can also remove the latch, which a lot of people did before the latchless one came around. But I like having the option of having a latch, and this keeps it out of the way. So I'm very happy with this. So for you bally guys, here, I'll go ahead and do this. Big Red, you just lost a finger. Okay. Let's see where we're going to go next. You guys have any questions about the ballies before I put them away? All right, I'll go ahead and grab something else here. There's a big argument among, not argument, but disagreement among people who flip ballies. And thank you, I appreciate it. I'm really not that good against people who are actually flippers. Any chance I was selling the trainer? Probably not. It's one of my favorite knives, to be honest. But yeah. I'm not a pro flipper or even try to be by any means. I just know a couple of tricks here and there. Let's go ahead and take out some other American knives in honor of our holiday here. Let's see. Got one from Golden, Colorado here, right? And how about a nice Benchmade? And what would I be doing if, since we got John Bond here, what would I be doing if I didn't throw up the XM24? So, just curious, how many of you are going to get the Z-Wear version of this if it comes out? Basically the same handles, Z-Wear instead of Crewwear. Any of you guys getting that out? Yeah, Dom, I see you. I see you. You got it. I think. Am I waiting on your email or you're waiting on mine? Yeah. So the Z-Wear is, from what I understand, it's basically a different variation of Crewwear. or same chemical composition, mostly by another company. And yeah, you're waiting on mine. Oh, you're waiting on mine. Okay, I'll have to get that back to you. I apologize. It's been a little hectic at work lately. We've had some people some people leave recently, which is odd in a recession. But I'll go ahead and get back to you. Apologize for that. But let's go ahead and talk about some different knives here. So this Griptilian. So I've had a bunch of different Griptilians over the years, and I've talked about this in another video, but this one I like a lot, and I didn't think I would like it as much as I do because the handles are flat, whereas a lot of the other Griptilians are contoured. But I really like this version. It also comes in M390. It's got the carbon fiber handles with the I don't know if those are brass or brass anodized standoffs. But I got this for a really good deal. Like I can't remember exactly what I paid for it, but might have been something like 130 or 140, which this is like 230 normally. It had a big problem with lock stick, and I put out a video on what to do about lock stick, and now it doesn't have any lock stick at all, and got a great deal on it. Can't argue with that. The Microtech SOCOM Elite. This is a knife that doesn't get as much appreciation as it should. I think because it's kind of unassuming, meaning there's nothing special about it. It looks cool, but there's nothing special about this. It's a black and either all satin or black and satin flats, kind of military looking, but not overly military looking. And I think a lot of people just pass it over because it just does its job. How does the finish hold up, and have I tried the auto version? So, Dom, first of all, if you haven't seen it, I have a video. I had the auto version and the regular version, comparing the two, the auto and the manual. And so you should check that out. I actually have two videos about it because I think I didn't say everything I wanted to in the first one. And then but I ended up keeping the manual. So obviously I picked a winner. But this is my third SOCOM Elite, and the finish on this has held up great so far. As you can see, not really much of a scratch on it. It looks pretty much like new, and it's been used. So it hasn't been used heavily, but it's been used, and it looks pretty much like new. This is CTS 204P, which is basically the same chemical composition as M390 and 20CV. Something that Microtech does use from time to time. The manual is nicer, I think. The button lock. So I'll tell you the reason I didn't like the auto as much as this one is because the auto was located right here, and from where you would you watch all my vids. All right, thank you. That's awesome. So from where the auto was located, you'd pull it out of your pocket, and it would actually take longer to depress the auto and then get your hand where you need to be than to just do this, right? It would take longer to do that. And then you also don't have the fun of, once you get past the detent, that ball bearing, drop shot action. So this is much more fidgety. And I have other autos. I have a bunch of Protechs. Microtech makes a good auto, and I'd like to try an LUDT at one point. But, I have the Invictus. Speaking of American-made knives, I have the Magic 2. I've had the Strider SNG Operator, which I sold on the channel. So I've had plenty of... Yeah, JB. The manual is just better. I've had plenty of autos, and I do like autos a lot. And one day, if... when I have a knife channel, it doesn't make sense to have doubles of the same knives, which is why I don't keep a manual and auto of the same knife. But if I ever stop doing the knife channel thing and I sell off a lot of the knives that I wouldn't otherwise own if I didn't have a channel, then probably I'd go back and buy buy an auto SOCOM Elite. I don't know if other YouTubers find themselves doing the same things, but I buy a lot of knives I really don't have a lot of interest in owning in the first place, because I know that other people are going to want to see them. And it's also good for me to get an idea of what I like and what I don't like with what's out there on the market. So even though I think I may or may not like something, it's good to try things. And so, case in point is this Kershaw Missile. I like this thing. You'll see a review on it at some point, but I really like this thing. $13 knife. I never thought I'd say that. It's a lot of fun, and the ergonomics on it are great. Okay, it's HCR, but this would be a great beater knife. So, uh, you try things you wouldn't otherwise try. I don't know that I would have tried the pass around group. JB, I've been thinking whether I should get involved in that. I don't want to take knives away from other people, and I don't even know if they'd have me in the first place. But because I tend to be able um, to buy. I'm in a position where I can buy some stuff, so I often do, and then either sell them or do giveaways. But I would love to probably get involved and see some knives I wouldn't otherwise get. The Yeah, another knife that I probably wouldn't have otherwise gotten is a Sog Terminus Xr. I know you've taken a look at this JV on your channel. Uh, Interesting knife. I don't think this is one that's going to be sticking around, but I'll probably put this in a giveaway. In fact, um, if anyone's interested, maybe I'll make this. Hey, Knife Whisperer, have a good night. Have a good night. Yes, there are not a lot of viewers right now, so someone's going to be walking away with a prize tonight, and this might be it, or maybe maybe this will be Spyderco Tenacious, um, but I'm going to be putting up something, so we'll see when we get there. We'll see who's left and what they want. But yeah, have a good night. I know it's late. I'm sorry, guys. JB, I wouldn't have even done it tonight if you hadn't done the yours earlier. I didn't want to cross over with yours. I sort of waited to see if you were gonna put one up, and then I realized, oh, I missed it. It was earlier in the day. I don't end up being able to see stuff earlier on Saturdays. Is that a mini Presidio one spot? What a mini? This is the Benchmade Griptilian, the DLT exclusive. This is the M390 version with carbon fiber and brass standoffs. It does look a little bit like a Presidio, but this is actually a full-size Griptilian. Yeah, I like this one a lot. In fact, this happy belated 4th of July to you as well. This is the reason I don't own the Hogue Ritter yet. Well, there's really two reasons. One is it's been reviewed by everyone, and by the time I got to it, would it make a difference? And the other reason I don't own it is because this thing is it's such a good version of the grip that I just don't know that I need to own the Hogue Ritter. But let's go ahead and take a look at some other ones. Put that XM24 back. Maybe I'll take out the. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, BJ. I really appreciate it. What's up? Happy belated 4th of July. So this Benchmade Freak is a knife. This is one of the first knives I ever reviewed on the channel. And, I really, you're torn between a full-size grip and a Hogue. Sorry, I missed that one. Grip, happy anniversary. Yeah. So the Super Freak is one of the first knives I reviewed on the channel. I can't remember if this was the first or this was the first, the Berg Blades Iron Wolf. It was one of the two. But these were the first two knives I reviewed either way. This knife sort of I'll carry it for a while, and then I won't carry it, and then I'll carry it again. And every time I carry it, I just love this knife. It's an awesome, awesome knife. Now, I had this out with me the other day when we were in the woods, and like I said, I use my bark river to do some chopping, but it's too thick to do a lot of the shaving off the sticks. So since this is M4, I figured it could take it. I went ahead and used it that way, and it really did a great job. I mean, and the edge, I got home and started cutting some paper just to see how much damage I did to the edge, and you can really see, the edge on this still has nice toothy factory edge, still shaving sharp. I've just by every time I've used this, I've stropped it. I've never had to sharpen it, which is pretty amazing. And this is M4. I live in Houston, Texas, the humidity capital of the United States, other than maybe Florida, or the bayous in Louisiana. But we haven't really had much of an issue in with M4 here with the DLC coated from Benchmade. So very happy about that. Let's see, another knife that sort of is an unsung hero in my collection that I've been. When am I going to get one of the new bailouts? So I really want the new bailout. I do. The old bailout I checked out. I did a review on it. I was kind of disappointed in it. It wasn't as nice as I thought it would be. I hung out. I had originally planned on buying the bailout in order to get rid of the bug out. It didn't happen that way. I actually kept the bug out, as you guys know. I kept the bug out here and got rid of the bailout. And then one of the mortars malfunctioned and blew up in the. Oof, that's rough. Hopefully they're okay. Yeah, the bailout didn't stick around in the collection. I was thinking to myself that I need to try the new bailout with the aluminum and the M4. I think that would be awesome in a knife. I think you're reminding me that I need to get one. So there's two knives that I really need to get from Benchmade. One is the Benchmade Mediator, and the other one is the Benchmade Bailout, the new version. The reason I need the Mediator is I want to compare it to this. I know Zach from Zach Stuff has recently done that, and I don't know that I'll be able to do as good a review as he does, but I feel like I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I didn't check out the Mediator with that S90V blade around the same price point as this. It's actually a little bit cheaper if you know where to buy it. It's about 206 if you know where to buy it. This is 230, 232, something like that. So yeah. By the way, if you guys have not checked out the Birdblades Iron Wolf, which, by the way, if I remember right, and I know the Knife Whisperer was gone, but this was his Impractical knife. I probably should have remembered. I like this knife. I don't find it to be impractical. Thoughts on the Auto 940 after a few weeks? So yeah, I mean, malfunction as well. The biggest or most, I guess, famous malfunction of July 4th is probably still going to be JPP from he was on the New York Giants at the time. I forget who he's playing for now, but if you guys know who I'm talking about, that was probably the biggest July 4th malfunction. But yeah, after a couple of weeks, I like this thing a lot. It is not nearly as fidgety as the regular 940. You get the 943 here, and this just is supremely fidgety all the time. Pulling it back and forth. Doing whatever every which way opening it up. But as far as just blew his fingers off exactly in a contract year. JPP. I guess you guys are down with JPP. But this thing has been pretty good so far. I'm actually sending this out to Metal Complex. He put out a call for certain knives he was looking for, so I decided to go ahead and send him the 9400 Auto. So this will probably be going out on Monday to Metal Complex, and talk about a guy whose channel has grown by leaps and bounds. I mean, what was it, like a year and a half ago? Maybe a year and a half ago. I was watching his channel. He had like 1,000 subscribers. He's up to like 15,000 subscribers now. Maybe more. Maybe he's up to 20 already. Guy's killing it. Puts out multiple videos a day. Sometimes at least one every day. I can't keep up. It's crazy. But yeah, also it's hard to match his enthusiasm. I think that's why he gets so many followers. Is he's just a very enthusiastic guy. It's infectious. Um, so anyway, this is going out to Metal Complex. I've enjoyed using it so far. I mean, it's just like a 940. The only real difference that you do notice in the use, and you do notice this, by the way, is the thumb stud's not there, right? So if you're, on cutting down a box or something, you do notice when you're cutting it through it the um, that the thumb stud's not there. Let's go ahead and take a look at. Well, may as well go pop out this other 940 since we got this one out here. And let's see, maybe this Anthem too. How many of you guys have ever had the Anthem in your hands? Curious. Because the Anthem is actually an interesting knife. It's so well, let's pull this out of the way. The Anthem is an interesting knife. So BJ, you've had one, yeah. So the 940. Everyone pretty much has had a 940 in their hands. I'm going to assume watching the channel. If they haven't, at the very least, go down to your hardware store or anywhere that they sell your Benchmades. Go check one out. It's just one of the best knives of all time. But it has a very similar feel to the 940. A little bit fuller feel in the hand, which I actually kind of enjoy a little bit more. But the real thing you notice is the ball bearings on here. So anyone who knows sort of the way the action of an axis lock, when I pull this back, if I turn it, it'll start going around, right? But you see that resistance there. So with this one, you don't even have to turn it, and it's like, it's just so much smoother, so much smoother. Now you do hear the ball bearings rolling around. You live in LA, you've never even laid eyes on it. Is that LA, Los Angeles, LA, or is that I guess because Hollywood Tactical, Hollywood, probably Los Angeles, LA. Yeah, if you've lived in LA and you've never held a 940, go down to anywhere that sells knives over there and check it out. I'm not sure if California allows the 940. I'm assuming they do, but who knows? California's got those wonky knife laws that everyone loves to hate. Thank the Lord I live in Texas. You carry whatever the hell I want. But hey, Hollywood Tactical, I appreciate you tuning in. New Mexico Cabela's Sportsman. Yeah, so Cabela's is all over the place here in the Southwest. And Cabela's has their own version of the 940. I've been thinking about getting for some time. A lot of people hate on it because it has D2 steel, but it's actually CPM D2 is my understanding, which is a much better version of D2. But it has that carbon fiber handle with the carbon fiber handle with the diamond wood. I think it's called diamond wood. Yeah, CF and wood. Exactly. But I think the D2 on it is CPM D2, which is a much better knife steel. This is something that people hate on Medford for, is using D2 in their knives. And again, it's CPM D2, which is a completely different formulation. It's the powder metallurgy formation, which has much more benefit to D2 than other steels sometimes get from the CPM process. So like 154 CM, for example. So ProTech uses 154 CM in their blades. They don't use CPM 154. And the explanation I got from ProTech was that CPM 154 doesn't give a big enough benefit over regular 154 CM that it's going to make much of a difference to the end user. But CPM D2 is going to make a big difference to the end user than regular ingot D2. So Yeah, I love autos. Um, the one thing about Cali is, they have. Anybody you've ever seen the Cali Legal? This is the Magic 2, the Cali Legal Magic 1. So if you've ever seen that thing, it's interesting. The handle's like this, and then the blade is like this. I guess a lot of Cali Legal knives are like that, but Cali Legal autos. JB, you don't have any autos over there? Oh man. Oh, so actually, but you did have one in your house, right? You had Zach there in your house, so I'm sure you had an auto there. Don't tell anyone. I think JB got a sneak peek at that 9400. Okay, guys. I don't want to keep you guys too late. It's about 2:30 in the morning here in Central. I know you guys are probably waiting around for a giveaway. Let's go ahead and you do carry them. Awesome. So, uh, J- JB, what's your favorite auto? Actually, I'm going to ask everybody. What's your favorite auto? I'll tell you my favorite auto. My favorite auto is the Magic 2. LUDT. Yeah, I got to check out the LUDT. I really got to get one in my hands. LUDT also. I really got to get one in my hands if everyone's recommending it. But this Magic 2 did not get a lot of love from the knife community when it came out. It really didn't. People wrote it off as a gimmick, and I'm not exactly sure why. I think it has, great feeling auto action. It has uh, Trudon Mandalorian. Uh, is that the Boba Fett one? Hollywood Tactical. But but yeah, this is one that I really don't understand. Yeah, that Boba Fett one is awesome. I like the what is it called? The DNA catcher on that thing. That thing is sweet. So the knife on here, everyone loves the Spidey Chef, but this blade is basically the same blade that a Spidey Chef has as far as blade shape. And the handle on here is really, really good ergonomically. For it's extremely nice ergonomically. I really don't understand all the hate for this thing. Um, but this is awesome. If anyone ever comes across a Magic 2, I highly recommend this thing. The only thing is this pocket clip is huge. ProTech gloves are huge pocket clips. Okay. Anyway, you guys have been waiting around, I'm sure, for a while. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a couple of knife choices for giveaway. You guys can let me know. Well, I'll give you guys the choice. How about that? I'll do the Tenacious, the Sog Terminus Xr, and JB. I know you did the giveaway for this on your channel already, but I still have this. So if any of you guys don't have these knives in one wallet, I still have the Andar wallet here. This has been carried because I had to test it out, but it's still in excellent shape. This is not wear. This is actually oils that get distributed throughout the wallet. It gives it a nice lived-in vintage shape. So I'm going to give you guys your choice here. Whoever wins gets their choice. So let's put it that way. You guys don't even need to vote on it. Whoever wins gets exactly one of these three. Okay. Yeah, acetone, just in time. So you're gonna have your choice between the Spyderco Tenacious, the Sog Terminus XR, and this Andar Apollo wallet. This is the one that has the tab that pulls up. Okay, so what are we going to do for this one? Let's see. How about we do a number? Let me get a paper real quick. Okay. I'm writing down I've never had a Lightning OTF. It's one of the things that you'll help judge, Big Red. Awesome. I don't know that we'll need much help. We've got 18 viewers, but that's okay. I appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and write. We're going to do a number between 1 and 100, and it's going to be the closest number without going over. Okay, so the closest number without going over. I'm going to go ahead and write one on here. And go ahead and fold that up. All right, we've got the number right here. I'm going to go ahead and put that under the wallet. All right, so when I say start, not yet, but when I say start, you guys can go ahead and say the numbers between 1 and 100, the closest number without going over, and I'll give you guys about a minute, and then we'll go ahead and numbers between 1 and 100. Everyone gets to guess once, okay? Just once. But the closest without going over. And when I say start, I'll give you guys about a minute, and then I'll say end, and we'll go from there. All right, so let's go ahead and start. For funsies. JB. Let's see. All right, it looks like people are finishing up. So I'll give you guys maybe 20 more seconds to get something in. So these Sogs run about $53. And this is like 47. No, let's not change numbers because I don't want everybody coming back and changing everything again. Sorry if you guys got cut off by somebody voting above you. But whoever didn't vote, sorry. So the person that I saw who got the closest number, and you guys can verify this, is going to be, I think it's GK 86. 86. I think GK had 77 was the closest. Anyone verify? All right, congrats, GK. What do you want? Which one of these do you want? Well, you can email me. Email me at triple.e.edc@gmail.com, triple.e.edc@gmail.com. And just let me know what you want, where you want it sent out of these things. If you have any questions about them, you go with the SOG. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and get you that SOG out. Go ahead and email me at triple.e.edc@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to send that out to you. Congratulations on that win. As far as why I picked 86, not too many viewers around, so 86 the viewers, right? No, I'm just having a little fun, a little old school waiter joke. I don't know how many of you guys used to wait tables, but that's the little old school waiter joke. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys had an awesome fourth. And I really appreciate everyone tuning in. I really appreciate JB and BJ, being, what is it, pantomimes? pantomimes of themselves with names, but also both donating to the super chat. Really appreciate it, and really appreciate everyone tuning in and for all the support. Thanks so much, guys. I'm just gonna stick around for just a minute so everyone can say goodbye to each other. Born in '86. Stay tuned for more live chats, by the way. I got away from doing them for a little bit because life has been a little hectic, but I do plan on doing more of them and really appreciate you guys when you come. Thanks, JB. All right. Good night, everyone.